Early on July 3, 2025, Portuguese international Diogo Jota, age 28, and his younger brother Andre Silva, 26, died when Jota's Lamborghini Urus suffered a tire blowout on Spain's A52 motorway near Zamora. According to national police investigators, the tire burst as the vehicle overtook a slower car in scorching mid-morning heat. The SUV veered sharply, struck the central barrier, rolled across all lanes, and ignited upon impact. Emergency responders arrived within minutes, but pronounced both brothers dead at the scene. No other vehicles were involved, and no injuries to bystanders were reported. Jota had celebrated his wedding to longtime partner Ruth Cardoso just 10 days earlier in their hometown of Porto. The couple shared 3 children, 2 under 5. They had been on a brief family trip to Spain prior to preseason training. Witnesses described hearing a loud explosion followed by flames erupting from the overturned vehicle. Local fire crews extinguished the blaze and transported debris for forensic analysis. Authorities caution that final findings depend on a detailed examination of tire remnants, brake components, and onboard telemetry data. The A52, known locally as the Ruta de Plata, has a history of fatal crashes linked to high speeds and older road surfaces. Regional authorities have announced plans to review safety measures, including speed limits and barrier upgrades. Meanwhile, both the Portuguese Football Federation and Liverpool FC have opened internal reviews into travel protocols, emphasizing player welfare off the field. UEFA's emergency committee is also monitoring the situation, given Jota's prominent role in their competitions. This accident has shocked the football community worldwide. Jota, a dynamic winger known for his pace and finishing, was due to begin Liverpool's new season campaign in late July. His unexpected death has left a void not only in his family, but across the sport, triggering calls for improved road safety and better protection for athletes traveling during the off-season. Diogo Jota's rise through football ranks was swift and remarkable. Born in Barreiro, Portugal, he began his professional career in 2015 with Pacos de Ferreira in the Primeira Liga. His debut season yielded 15 goals in 36 appearances, catching the eye of scouts across Europe. In 2016, Atletico Madrid secured his transfer, but after limited opportunities, he joined Porto on loan for the 2017-18 season, where he netted 14 goals in 28 games and helped the club secure a domestic cup trophy. Summer 2018 saw Wolverhampton Wanderers invest £12 million in Jota. He quickly became a fan favorite, scoring 17 goals in all competitions during his debut Premier League campaign. His standout moment came in March 2020, when he recorded a hat-trick against Espanyol in the Europa League, marking Wolves' first such feat in the competition. Liverpool signed Jota for £41 million in September 2020. Across 182 appearances, he scored 65 goals, including vital strikes in Premier League, FA Cup, and League Cup finals. His versatility, operating across the front three, and work rate under Jurgen Klopp earned plaudits. Teammates lauded his professionalism. Manager Klopp described him as one of the most complete forwards he's coached. Internationally, Jota debuted for Portugal in 2019 at age 22. Over 6 years, he amassed 49 caps and 18 goals. He scored in Portugal's 2019 UEFA Nations League final victory over the Netherlands and was instrumental in their 2025 Nations League defense. Off the pitch, he engaged in community programs in Porto, visiting hospitals and youth academies. He also streamed esports charity events, raising funds for underprivileged children. Jota's blend of elite performance and community spirit made him a global role model. News of Diogo Jota's death prompted an immediate outpouring of grief worldwide. Liverpool FC declared itself devastated in an official statement, lowering flags at Anfield and observing a minute's silence before training. The Cop faithful left flowers, scarves, and handwritten notes at the stadium gates, creating a makeshift shrine to the player and his brother. Jurgen Klopp paid emotional tribute. Diogo was a fantastic footballer, a dedicated teammate, and above all a wonderful human being. Teammate Trent Alexander-Arnold described him as relentless in training and in life. Cristiano Ronaldo, Jota's longtime friend and fellow Portuguese international, wrote, "Heartbroken doesn't begin to cover it. You were like a brother." He shared family photos and wedding highlights to honor his memory. UEFA and the Premier League announced tributes before fixtures on July 4th. Players wore black armbands. PA announcements remembered Jota's impact on and off the field. Beyond football, global icons joined the mourning. LeBron James posted, "Rest in power, Diogo," and Rafael Nadal tweeted a photo of the two embracing after a charity match. Esports teammates spoke of his generosity in raising over €100,000 for children's hospitals via live streams. In Portugal, nationwide flags flew at half-mast. Prime Minister Antonio Costa offered condolences in Parliament, praising Jota's representation of Portuguese talent on the world stage. His hometown of Porto held a vigil at the riverfront, where fans lit candles and sang club anthems. Across social media, hashtags #RIPJota and #TragedyOnA52 trended, uniting football communities in shared sorrow. Days after the crash, UEFA announced a minute silence at all women's Euro 2025 matches on July 3rd to 4th to honor Diogo Jota and his brother Andre Silva. For Portugal's opener against Spain in Bern, Captain Jessica Silva led her teammates in bowing their heads as stadium lights dimmed, the crowd falling silent in a poignant tribute. Broadcasters across Europe cut to highlights of Jota's career, his debut goals, celebrations with family, and charity work, underscoring both his sporting prowess and humanitarian side. England's players, including Lucy Bronze and Ellen White, observed the moment with visible emotion, wiping tears as fans and stands held up portraits of Jota in a spontaneous display of solidarity. France's Les Blues and other national teams followed suit. Matchday programs included dedicated pages remembering his achievements. Social media screens and stadia displayed Jota's name alongside a candle icon. Commentators reflected on his impact. He was more than a player. He was an inspiration, one presenter said. In Liverpool, the Women's Euro tribute echoed preparations for the imminent men's season. The club's women's team held an additional private moment of silence before training. Fans worldwide contributed to a charity fund in Jota's name, pledging over €500,000 to road safety initiatives and youth sports programs. The coordinated silence bridged men's and women's football, highlighting the unity of the sport and grief. It also served as a reminder of athletes' vulnerabilities off the pitch and the importance of communal remembrance and healing. In that shared silence, the football world paused, reflecting on a life that transcended goals and trophies. Diogo Jota's legacy stretches beyond his on-field brilliance. His journey from local academies in Barreiro to European finals embodied determination. He consistently credited coaches and family, using every platform to mentor youth players. After every match, he visited hospitals and schools in Porto, fostering grassroots football with personal appearances and training sessions. His charity streams raised over €100,000 for medical centers, with proceeds funding early cancer detection equipment. He championed mental health awareness among athletes, speaking openly about performance-related stress. Teammates recall his kindness during locker room celebrations and his humility when accepting honors. Road safety advocates have seized upon the Zamora crash to call for stricter regulations. Spanish authorities announced immediate reviews of tire maintenance standards, and player unions in Europe are drafting guidelines for safe off-season travel. Clubs from La Liga to the Premier League are now reassessing transportation protocols, ensuring professional drivers and vehicle inspections. For Liverpool, Jota's absence leaves both a tactical gap and a human void. Klopp has hinted at dedicating the first home match of the season to his memory, with fans encouraged to wear black armbands. Across Portugal, youth academies are renaming tournaments in his honor. Jota's 3 young children have been granted honorary memberships of his first club, Paços de Ferreira, guaranteeing community support. Although his career was brief, Jota's impact, through goals, compassion, and advocacy, will endure. Every chant of Diogo that echoes in stadia will remind the world of a life lived at full throttle, both on and off the pitch.